How does the challenge of not understanding oneself affect one as a human? That's a very interesting question. Let me give you an analogy. How would you see it when someone spends all his savings to buy a supercar? Let's assume you buy a Lamborghini of 5 million USD, just an assumption. And then and that Lamborghini is special. Driving it is not like the normal car kind of thing. It has lots of buttons. It doesn't have any pedal. You probably want to use different ways to, and you need to be very careful. Just like you want to drive like an airplane, like an airplane. You want to drive an airplane and you want to fly an airplane, and your life is at stake. Would you attempt flying the airplane without first of all getting sufficient training on how to get that done? That is, as awkward as that sounds, that is small in relation, in this context of self-awareness. Because the problem is, we all sleep, wake up, sleep, wake up, sleep, wake up, and we tend to forget the fact that our existence in this world is finite, limited. At some point, we'll be gone. And the unfortunate thing is, for every single day that goes, you can never get it back. Never. It wouldn't come back. So, for that reason, why would you live your life without a compass for which your life is supposed to be lived? And that compass originates from inside of you and extends outside to form your North Star for which you want to navigate your path in this world. As a coach who has worked with tons and tons and tons of top professionals and entrepreneurs, I've observed that a lack of self-understanding, it leads to perpetual misalignment. And that shows up in tons of ways, different ways. People, you chase goals that are not yours. Yes, you get those goals, but you still feel empty. That feeling of emptiness, that's a very terrible feeling. A lot of people feel like this. Find the accolades, the awards, yes, the promotions, the salary, but they still feel very empty. They still feel so stressed out. They still feel burnt out. They feel like they are living a life in a mirror, or they're living a life in a mirage, different from the life they want to live. It's just like when you see some celebrities who, on the outside, they have a very high life, but on the inside, they need to take drugs to keep up the hype. And then you ask, what life do you truly want to live? So we should ask ourselves, this life is finite. We'll be gone at some point. And that point could be 5 minutes time, could be 1 minute time, could be 500 months time, can be years, it can't even be months. Right? Let's say it could be any time. Pardon me. So when you don't understand your own motivations, your triggers, your values, you become reactive and not proactive. You may struggle to make some decisions confidently here and there, and if you're not careful, you really find yourself sabotaging your own progress. Unfortunately, you wouldn't even be able to know why. So this sense of self-dissonance can manifest as feeling trapped, unfulfilled, stuck in cycles that erode your potential. This is a very terrible feeling. And this feeling, as terrible as it is, about 9 out of 10 professionals have this feeling. In Yoruba, they call it kirakita. You just work. But you really don't have clarity of why am I working? What am I working towards? Just work for the money, not because it is what you really want to get done and it is in line with the map you have drawn for yourself. So humans thrive on purpose and direction, honestly. The challenge of not understanding oneself is profound because it prevents that true alignment between who you are and the life you are building. Gaining that strong sense of self-understanding is what empowers you to break free from that cycle, that cycle of being stuck, unfulfilled, feeling trapped, that emptiness feeling, and design a life that is not only productive, but deeply fulfilling. And fulfillment is that ultimate goal we all want to strive for.